my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a very beautiful afternoon here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are on the African continent, yes, on the African continent, Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, any part of Africa you are, I am excited you are part of us on this channel. Great to welcome you once again. Few hours to our game, the big game against Liverpool. Yes, preparations are currently underway. Some players are to be confirmed today whether they'll be part of the game against Chelsea or even Liverpool. Yes, their coaches made it very clear. Players like Mohamed Salah, it is later today that there will be a confirmation to know whether they'll be involved tomorrow or not. Thiago Silva as well will be confirmed today. But nonetheless, the game will come on. Without any of these players, the game will still come on. And Chelsea, we are positive about our chances. I am excited about it because it's the first opportunity under these new owners to win a trophy. It is. And winning this trophy could also help us to secure European football. Conference League, even though many of the view that we're going to the Conference League comes with financial implications. The FFP rules are there. I mean, the UEFA rules, we could be banned by the UEFA rules. So Chelsea would have loved to avoid it. But the truth is, there is always around it. There is always around it. Yes, the implications can be maneuvered. A lot can be done to overturn that if we can sell some players by June 30th. As a matter of fact, the June 30th is not the deadline. It's supposed to be July. Yeah, but in order to avoid certain issues coming up from other clubs, it's better you make your sales an account because the June 30th, that is when the accounting season ends on July. That is how it is. So Chelsea need to just start selling players as soon as the window opens in May. So by the time June is over, by the time June ends, we'll be able to, close the gap on our financial situation with the FFP rules. We just need to make sure we don't fall short of the rules. That is it. That is it. So Chelsea, we win the game, we are going to Europe, Conference League. If we are able to win the Europa League also, we are going straight away to, if you are the FA Cup. If we win the FA Cup, we are going straight away to where? To the Europa League. The Europa League. That is how it is right now. All right. Let's continue with Bayern Leverkusen. Before we move back to Chelsea. Let's continue with Bayern Leverkusen. Yesterday, they played a game, yes. Bayern Leverkusen's unbeaten run continued with a 2-1 win. And 11 points on top of Bundesliga with a game in hand. My goodness. They won again last night. Now they have 11-point gap between them and Bayern Munich. They scored 97 goals in 33 games in all competitions this season. It's a record for German club. And Europa League draw today for Bayern Leverkusen to face Karabakh. This Xavi Alonso squad, it will be difficult for any team, any club to catch them up. So right now in the Bundesliga, it's not going to be easy. Bayern can never catch up again. No. But they are still moving unbeaten. Well, Pep legendars on chances to replace Jurgen Klopp as new head coach. This is the assistant coach of Guardiola. Assistant coach of Klopp, Jurgen Klopp. Speaking at the press conference yesterday, he represented Klopp at the press conference yesterday. And this is what he was asked about plans to take over from his boss. I mean, the main boss, Jurgen Klopp. And this is what he said. He said, I was really clear. I knew in the summer this was the end. I had offers last year. My heart always said yes, but my loyalty to Jurgen Klopp always said no. We will end this project together. Meaning he's not going to take over from him. His heart always says yes, you should take over, but his loyalty to Jurgen Klopp always says no. As he's leaving, they are living together. So he's not taking over from Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. No. All right. Now back to the main game. Chelsea-Liverpool. 5 key battles that could decide Chelsea versus Liverpool in Carabao Cup final. 5 key areas Any of this team that will be able to win this game will have to battle out these 5 key points that I'm about to mention. Yes, there are 5 key areas that the winner, if you want to win, or Chelsea, Liverpool, they must be able to dominate in these 5 key areas. Then only. Chelsea meet Liverpool at Wembley in Sunday's Carabao Cup final. Jurgen Klopp aiming to win competition for the final time. Chelsea eyeing first silverware under new owners. Both managers will have learned from January's meeting between the two teams. Definitely, Chelsea is the greatest to have learned from even the last meeting. Chelsea and Liverpool head to Wembley Stadium on Sunday for the Carabao Cup final, bidding to win the first silverware of the season. Yes, the two sides met less than a month ago. We met about 3 weeks ago, yeah. But a lot has changed since then. Jurgen Klopp believes the Reds aren't favorite for this one. And whether that's actually the case or not, it speaks volumes in the change in both sides' fortunes in the past few weeks, actually. Injuries have ravaged Liverpool's squad, whereas Chelsea are unbeaten in 3 games and just put in arguably their best performance of the season as they held Manchester City to a 1-1 draw at the Etihad Stadium. All the signs suggest we are in for a belter of a game, but the Carabao Cup is likely to be determined by who comes out on top in 5 key areas. This game will be determined by who comes up on top in 5 key areas, which I'm about to start with. All right. Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez are both major injury doubt for Liverpool. While Diogo Jota is definitely out after picking up a nasty-looking injury against Brentford in their last game. So there is a strong chance that Colombia winger Luis Diaz becomes the focal point at Liverpool's attack at Wembley. Diaz will line up on his favorite left side, where he will find the informed Malo Gusto. Yeah, that way Malo Gusto will be the one to work on Diaz. The Frenchman made light work of Manchester City's Jeremy Doku recently, and will have to give the Liverpool man the same treatment if Chelsea are to get something out of this one. So the work Malo Gusto did on Jeremy Doku, yeah, Diaz will have to go back and you have to rethink very well, because Malo Gusto is up to the task. He is up to the task to handle Diaz. Gusto's attacking instinct will also need to be tracked by Diaz, who can't afford to forget his defensive duties. So that area, I am seeing Malo Gusto winning the battle over Diaz. Yes. So when it comes to that, at least Chelsea, we have Malo Gusto who can deal with Diaz on that area. The next to talk about is Enzo Fernandez versus Alexis McAllister. That is the next area we are going to be looking at. Chelsea were comfortably second best all over the pitch in last month's defeat at Liverpool. But their midfield humbling was perhaps the sharpest nail hammered in the coffin. Moise Caicedo bore the brunt of severe criticisms, but it was Enzo Fernandez's non-existent performance which was arguably of bigger concern. Against Liverpool, Enzo Fernandez was not non-existent in that game. And that was part of the reason why Chelsea lost that game to Liverpool. Since then, Fernandez has erupted, whether it was a tactical tweak or, as Mauricio Pochettino suggested, a physical change. The 23-year-old is feeling himself and now has the chance to flip the narrative against international teammates Alexis McAllister. McAllister has been a sensational buy for Liverpool, but will have a lot of work to do in this one. With Curtis Jones definitely out and Dominic Szoboszlai needing a late fitness test to even earn a spot on the bench. So in that area, looking at the performance of Enzo in recent times, McAllister will have to battle that midfield role with Enzo Fernandez. I still see Enzo coming on top. Looking at the form of Enzo currently, I still see him coming on top So we wait to see. Now, Nicolas Jackson versus Van Dijk. Nicolas Jackson versus Van Dijk. Yes. That is where we are now. Nunes may not be fit, but the game will still include a bundle of chaos in the form of Nicolas Jackson, whose blend of unpredictability and inconsistency brings back memories of the Uruguayan from last season. Nunes may not be fit, but the game will still include a bundle of chaos. Yeah, I've said that already. In Van Dijk, Jackson will be up against one of the sport's premier defenders. The Liverpool man will expect to come out on top and will have watched the problems Jackson caused Manchester City last week to ensure he doesn't fall to the same fate. Should Van Dijk keep Jackson quiet, Chelsea attack may struggle to get going. That I agree. Van Dijk against Nicolas Jackson, that will be tough. That's going to be a tough one for Nicolas Jackson there. That will be a tough one for Nicolas Jackson. So I see Van Dijk, unless we are able to tweak our formation. Yes, unless we're able to tweak our formation and Nicolas Jackson not playing as the direct number 9, but rather coming back to play as a left winger. As a left winger, not as we see against Manchester City where he headed the attack. No, he should come back as a left winger, then only we might have a way through. But if he's to head the attack, Van Dijk will not give him any opportunity. That is how it is. All right. Moise Caicedo versus Wataru Endo. Yes, this is a battle that Moise Caicedo have to prove to Jurgen Klopp that indeed you miss out on something. Yeah, you miss out on something. What a difference 6 months can make. Chelsea famously beat Liverpool to the £115 million signing of Moise Caicedo during the summer, after which the Reds spent £16 million on Wataru Endo, an aging midfielder who, with all due respect, most Premier League fans had never heard of. Liverpool's so-called panic buy quickly became a meme on social media. So, in that regard, I will expect Caicedo to prove that he's worth the price tag, not to allow the 16 million to take the shine out of him. I will expect Caicedo to be on top of this game, like against Manchester City. Against Manchester City, first half he was very excellent. He was brutal. He was the midfield. He bossed the midfield until he got a yellow card. Well, next on my list, Cole Palmer versus Andy Robertson. Cole Palmer versus Andy Robertson. If Chelsea are to win this, they will need a big performance from their star of the season, Cole Palmer. Palmer has been lining up on the right in recent weeks and will therefore be assigned to Andy Robertson, who cannot afford to let the Englishman find his groove. Chelsea can be reliant on Palmer at times. So if Robertson shuts that channel, it will likely decide the game. At the opposite end of the pitch, Palmer isn't known for his love for tracking back. So Robertson may see some space to attack and whip in a devilish cross or two. Well, in the last game against Manchester City, we saw Palmer coming to defend very well in support of Malcom. So for me personally, I think both Malcom and Cole Palmer on that right flank, they are still ready, just as we saw in the game against Manchester City. Yeah. Dear friend, I have taken so much of your time already, but this is the 5 key areas where I think the game could be won or lost for either side on the day. I don't know what you think. Let me hear from you in the comment section. I shall be back with the next one exclusively. I told you this is a build-up towards the game. There's so much I need to bring for you. Don't you like this presentation right now? I'll see you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.